Hey, what's up? This is Chance from Game World Antics, and I love Overwatch. I really do. Now, I've chose to play on console, and that's honestly the way it's going to stay. And there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages to playing on console and PC. I'm not here to get into all that, but what I am here to get into is talking about a certain problem. One of the biggest problems that I think Overwatch has on console. And I can already hear the comments right now saying, oh, well, first of all, you're playing on a controller. Keyboard and mouse is the only way to play. So, yeah, that's your problem right there. I'll cut blank the end. No. I do understand that, aiming is a lot harder on console. So, characters like McCree, characters like Widowmaker, and things of that nature aren't really all that strong over here. Characters like Genji's strong over here. Characters like Tracer's really strong over here. But not too many heavily accuracy reliant characters. But I'm not here to talk about that either. What I am here to talk about is the biggest problem, which is chat and communication. Now, it's no secret that PlayStation and Xbox both lack text chat. We have no way to relay information to our team without using voice comms. And just like on PC, no one uses voice comm ever. Now, you would think that with my experience with Rainbow Six Siege, Last of Us, and other team-based shooters, hey, it's not that big of a deal if you're in casual play. But when you go into ranked, people use a headset, right? Well, in Last of Us and Siege, that would be correct, but not in Overwatch. And I don't, for the life of me, understand it. Now, this game is not the kind of game that you can carry. Well, normally anyway. This game requires teamwork and it requires coordination. Torbjorn was pretty bad on console until he got nerfed. But that was mostly because teams lacked the level of coordination and communication to be able to push through a point. No one could call out where Torbjorn's turret was unless they were in party chat with another person. Voice chat needs help. I feel as though we're probably never going to get text communication, which I don't know why. I imagine myself literally touching the touchpad and saying, okay, I would like to enter text chat. And yeah, it will take a little bit longer for us, but hey, that's an invaluable resource. And because we don't have it, something else needs to take the place. Now, it's been increasingly apparent that there needs to be some sort of advantage, some sort of plus for using voice communications. It's just, apparently when it comes to a lot of people on console, winning isn't as much of an advantage. I was considering that maybe Blizzard could start offering an XP buff for the type of people who use voice communication often. Maybe even add in a sort of player ranking system, not ranking system, but favor system, like League of Legends, where if a player is being, extremely helpful, extremely friendly, or things like that, they could get rewarded for something like that. It doesn't have to be anything big, just change around XP numbers. Anything like that would help. I'm getting sick and tired of going into ranked games with having two randoms, inviting them both to the party, and neither one of them join. I do not see the point of joining in ranked solo if you're not going to communicate with your team. I just don't see it, but other people live their life by it. In this current state, Overwatch isn't really all that competitive, at least on console. No one seems to be taking ranked seriously, at least not seriously enough to actually get on voice comms. And I get it. Some people are uncomfortable with voice communication, and damn if you do, damn if you don't. But maybe we could give the people who are interested but just don't care that much a little bit of push in the right direction, at least to help the rest of us out. But if worse comes to worse and Blizzard never gets this message, or if this idea isn't hatched into people's ideas and Blizzard may think of a way to smooth over the communication problems, at least on console, for my console friends out there, this might be able to help. Whenever you enter in a ranked game or anything of that nature, just send all the randoms a party chat invitation. At that point, it tells all the people in there that, hey, I'm trying to get on voice comms. Could you please help? And if they say no, hey, whatever, they're uncomfortable with it. B, they don't have a mic, but they joined anyway, but at least then they can hear you. Or C, they join, and guess what? You made a new partner. I only see pluses here, but I feel that the Overwatch console community needs a little bit of an upstart, especially when it comes to actual coordination and togetherness. Probably going to be talking about Overwatch quite a bit on the next coming weeks, but this is a Chance from Game World Antics, and I'm out. Peace.